Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, let's see what else we can buy. Well, since Yuffie's in our party, I can buy her the pinwheel, and I might buy her a silver armlet as well, just in case. The other party members, including Red 13, I think has one equipped. So yeah. And a Tiger Fang also for Tifa there as well. Why not? So yeah. They'll also replace the Shinra Beta with the thing. I'll also have to re-equip her with, of course, various materia. Should I give her the revived materia? I don't know, because I think I'll give her the enemy skill materia, because that does have big guard. So what else? Restore all? Yeah, I think so. Yes, that would be useful. Restore and all, definitely. And sooner. I haven't learned it sooner. Poisoner, definitely. Steel, definitely. I do want her to steal some more things if I can. And Yuffie, let's see. I want to upgrade you to the pinwheel. Yes, I know the air slash is double growth, but I want the better attack, so yeah. And I might give her the restore all as well, just in case. Yes, manipulate. I don't know what else. I guess Shiva as well. And of course I do want to equip her with the silver armlet as well. So that will include more things. I guess I can give her the fire materia if she doesn't already have any, which she does not. Cover? No, not with her HP. Long range, she already has a long range weapon. Yeah. So I will see you back on the world map. Okay then, we're back. So let's now head for, well, would you believe it, Nibelheim. Yes, Nibelheim, Cloud and Tifa's hometown. And we are about to get a rather startling revelation there. But first there are a couple of new enemies. And we have a new enemy, the Grandpa, who can actually use Quake 2, but it goes under a different name in this thing. So yeah. And indeed, thankfully we don't see it there, but it can use Quake 2. It's just its name is slightly different, as we will see, because they call it the Grand Punch. But yeah, that's totally a Quake move. Seriously. An Earth move even. So yeah. And I can get there either. And with that done, we can now head to Nibelheim over the river. And then over to where these houses are. That's the village of Nibelheim. Indeed, the Cloud and Tifa's hometown. And would you know it isn't burnt to the ground? Yeah! Why is it not all cinders? Seriously, the Shinra did, or should I say, Sephiroth burned it to the ground, didn't he? So, what gives? Well, something must have happened. So, Cloud does remember, but, well, to make long story short, basically what happened is that the Shinra rebuilt it. And this is further evidence by when we tried to talk to some of the townspeople here. Because if we try and speak to these people, they will deny it ever happened. Excuse me, princess? No, I'm not in any mood to imitate 80s Link. And Zangan in here either. Maybe he went to train more, who knew? Yeah, that's weird though, but yeah, the Shinra, if you actually have a look around the various houses in the town, you'll actually find out that the Shinra did in fact In fact, we can. If you go to the Shinra Mansion, you'll find out that the Shinra have rebuilt the town. So yeah, in the general store, we're gonna have to get a few high potions and a few tents, but I'm not sure if I have the gil for it really. And man in a black cape. We got something like that in Midgar. He will give us oh boy. I don't know. He doesn't sound like Superman anymore. How can you tell? Both being born and raised here. This isn't working, is it? Oh well, let's leave here. And what about this house? This was Cloud's house, if you'll remember from the flashback earlier in the game. Okay, that mistranslation. Ouch! But we saw Cloud in that house. Seriously, with his mum. And here's another black-caped man. What is it? Well, we didn't get anything from him. What about you, mate? Number 11. A turbo ether? What reunion? Never heard of it, man. And upstairs? Well, this is Tifa's house, if you're wondering. And yes, we can play the song if you wish. And this one's number 4. They'll give us a platinum fist, which is a weapon for Tifa. So let's see. Is it better than the Tiger Fang? No, but it does have double growth. So yeah, nothing in the wardrobe or anything like that. So yeah, and now I'm going to try and play the piano. No idea. And even more so, the piano still works. So yeah, well, I didn't get to play this melody either. Blame my stupidity. So I will see you again in a moment. Okay, so what about this last house? Are there any mysterious men in black capes in here? Well, not downstairs, but there are upstairs. So let's see. Yeah, there's a big one and a little one. Maybe that's a boy in a black cape. I don't know. Reunion. What reunion? Is this like some sort of reunion of members that weren't in Organization 13? Because that's what it reminds me of, seriously. Even though this is before Kingdom Hearts. Cloud isn't getting a thing out of him. Oh well, let's go on. So let's go through here and around here, and indeed there are 2 more outside the Shinra Mansion. Sephiroth is calling it a Mine Plus. I think that's supposed to be a Mine Source, but never mind. So Sephiroth's inside the mansion. I wonder if he's learned any more about the Cetra. Also in here we can also get another summon materia, and dare I say, a new limit break, in fact the final limit break for Red 13, the Cosmo Memory. Yes, and so we have the choice of doing 2 things. We can either head to the right and head into the basement and find Sephiroth, or B, we can go to the left and do a safe puzzle. Now there are some actual various pages we have to open up around the thing. However, I'm not going to do that. Nope. So I will just fight this fight here against these enemies, because these enemies are new. They are called the jerseys. They don't look like jerseys, and they are based off of weighing scales. Yes. Apparently we're going full on Kadelka here, and the way they are pivoted depends on their weaknesses. So you can see the left scale on one of them is pivoted downwards, so that means they are weak against physicals. If the opposite is true, if the right one is pivoted downwards, like there on that leftmost one, then they are weak against magic spells. And conversely, They are, therefore, physicals do more damage. So yeah. And oh boy, you can also learn a new enemy skill. Question. Okay, what am I turning into? Yeah, but I don't want to use it that much, that one. Seriously. And screw my PS4 thing for behaving this way. Yes, that's what it is. I'm not into online gaming anyway, so yeah. Maybe I should do have more friends, I guess. So never mind. Beat Rush! Probably while I'm able to play something like Fortnite. So yeah. And Bolt. Yeah, let's use Bolt or Q2. That works. Then use Bolt 2. And there we go. So, in order to open the safe, what we need to do is do a certain code. So, firstly, we go right 36, and yes, you have to get it exact. Left, okay, yeah, and you have to get it exact. If you go one over, you get it wrong, and you'll have to start from the beginning again. Seriously, is that tedious? So 10, good, left 10, and then right 59, and then finally right 97. And with that, we will face the optional boss, Lost Number. I say optional. Now, this guy is still very tough to deal with, especially at this stage of the game. If I did not have Big Guard, this would be even more of a challenge. So yeah, I'm glad that I used Big Guard. So now I'm going to use Cure 2. Very nice. And let's see, it's going to use, yeah. Doesn't really have a weakness, so to speak, unlike the Gene attack, who of course was undead. So yeah, what is interesting about this boss is that this fight can go two ways towards the end, and I'll get to that, but for now, I am just going to focus on attacking him. So yeah, unfortunately, like with the PS1 version of this game, the summon animations do take a lot of time, again, as a given, with it being one of the first PS1, really big PS1 JRPGs, in fact, probably the best known one for starting the whole trend of JRPGs on the PlayStation. So yeah, the summon animations are very long. I mean, Chocomog, fine. That is a fairly short one. It's very anime-ish, seriously. Don't know if that was Nomura's idea or not, but never mind. Also, it's a shame I do not have there is a Cloud on his level 1 limit break, because this boss, Lost Number, is very, very vulnerable to paralysis. So yeah, he can be stopped, therefore, with a cross slash. Though it doesn't last for very long. So maybe that's not so great. Unfortunately, I am running out of ethers. Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying any until later on. So yeah, I will be spamming Chocomon quite a bit in order to actually get. The main reason I'm using Chocomon is to actually paralyze, the Lost Number, so I can do a bit more damage, because to make up for the fact that Cloud doesn't, or I don't have Cloud on his level 1 limit break, I have him on his level 2, and he's just learned Clim Hazard, which is still very, very good. It does over 1,000 damage to the Lost Number, so yeah. I don't know why I'm really on him with so many summons, but there you go. I will later on actually speed up the summons. I'm just leaving them in for posterity, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to actually speed them up. So Aqualung! Why not? Why don't we go doubles? Why not? Oh, that did over 100 damage. Shall I use a thing? Yeah, I will use the elixir. I'll be getting more later. So yeah, use it on Cloud. So big guard, definitely big guard, and I'm guessing I could use a thing, but I don't want to use all of my elixirs. Just saying. Managed to paralyze him for longer than I thought, really. But yeah, now he's back to normal almost suddenly. Sometimes enemies do not start moving slightly when you start attacking them. Sometimes they just come back to life altogether. So now, will I use another elixir? I don't really want to, but maybe I'll use it on the exact character. So let's use it on Tifa, I guess. I don't like it that much. And then we use a Fire 2. Yeah, let's use a Fire 2 and Aqualung. Yeah, so Fire 2. I don't have any enemy skill materia on Yuffie there, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, and there we go, boss defeated. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him turn into one of his other forms. What can happen is that he can turn in one of two forms. He turns into a purple form. We also get the key to the basement, which I'll get to that, and the Odin materia as well. As the Cosmo memory, but he can turn into one of two forms: a purple form, which does a lot of powerful physical attacks, and a red form, which does very powerful magic. Seemingly, I didn't get either of those forms, but yeah, one is easier than the other. Namely, the red form is easier to deal with for me. Anyway, I'm going to save, and on the next episode, we'll see Sephiroth.